Friends, welcome back to our penultimate Quinn and Street Project lesson that is a deep dive into imagination. Penultimate is one of my favorite words. It means not the last one, but like the one right before the last one. So just for this series, we'll have, we have this one, then we'll have one more. But of course, you all can use your imaginations every day. You don't need to be part of these lessons for it, but just to let you know, this is going to be another day where we are flexing our creativity through writing. So you want to think about how you'll want to do that when we get to that. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start the way we usually do. So find yourself in actor neutral. Go ahead and decide if you want to have your eyes resting in front of you at the screen, if you want to find a place in front of you where you can rest them gently, or close them for our 3 breaths together. I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes. Set into actor neutral. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. Deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. One more deep breath in through our nose. Fill up our belly like a balloon. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and out. Empty, 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 empty. And let's meet with our eyes on the screen. Hi, you all. Our check-in question for today is, if you were going to give yourself an award for anything, could be something serious, could be something silly, what award would you give yourself? So I'll go first as an example. If I were to give myself any award that I could pick, one that I would give myself would be most improved in personal organization. When Miss Tierra was a lot of you all's ages, she was not the best at keeping her room clean. And she tried, and I'll just speak from the first person now, my mom wasn't very happy about it, but I did try. But, over time, as I grew up and kept trying, I got better. And now I'm pretty good at, keeping my space clean and being organized. So again, I would give myself like most improved on personal organization. So if you could give yourself an award for anything that you got to design, what would it be? Cool. All right, let's get into our warm up, shall we? We're going to begin with another 8 count shake down. Again, that's where we're going to go. You can follow along with me, of course, but just to refresh our memory, we're going to do shakes on both of our arms and legs, first for 8 counts. Then we're going to speed it up and do it for 4 counts. Then we're going to speed it up some more and do it for 2 counts. Then we're going to speed it up some more, do it for 1 count, and then we're just going to shake out our whole body. So let us go. All right, I'm going to start with my right arm. You can follow along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and shake it all out. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and roll our shoulders forward. Make sure you're taking some nice, deep, steady breaths. Let's roll them back. Let's let that go. Go ahead, tilt your head to one side, bring your ear towards your shoulder, and let's make a fish face. Let that go. Let's roll our head to the other side. So now our other ear is towards our other shoulder. And again, make a fish face. Good. Let that go. Let's roll our head to the other side. And let's just keep rolling. Gently rolling our head while we're doing our great breathing. Let's go to the other side. Let's let that go. Find your piece of bubble gum in the flavor that you would most love to taste right now. Go ahead and pick it up. Make sure it's a nice big piece of bubble gum, and let's give it a chew. My jaw is getting tired, y'all. Mm. And it's starting to lose flavor, so let's blow a bubble. Oh, we've blown it so big that it pops. Oh, gross. I'm gonna peel this bubble gum out of my hair, off my face, my glasses, my clothes. We'll have to get some off of the screen too, my keyboard. Ugh. Let's magic that away, magic that away. All right, let's take another deep breath in and let it go past your lips like a horse. One more time, deep breath in. Let it out like you're a horse. Let's do it one more time. And if you've got a horse neigh, go ahead and try it. Deep breath in through our nose. Let it out on a horse neigh. Or whatever your version of that is. Let's do our tongue twisters one more time, shall we? So again, I'll say them, point to myself, then I'll point to you for you to say them back. And when we say them together, as we try to see if we can go a little faster, then you'll see me making this motion and I'll kind of show the rhythm where we're gonna go faster. Beautiful. And as we do these, we want to over articulate all of the parts of the word because the point is to warm up our voices and our mouths, everything that we use to make sound as performers. Let's go. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather, 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 red leather, yellow leather. Nice. Wonderful. All right, one more. Unique, New York. 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 And if you mess up, which I will do sometimes too, that is okay. The point is to challenge ourselves. Let's keep going. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. She makes a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. Nice. All right, now our last one for now, for real. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you always have good breath to support what we're doing here. Whether the weather be cold, or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Okay, now let's see if we can do this all together and see if we can speed it up. Make sure you're in after neutral. Take a good deep breath in. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together whatever the weather, or whether we like it or not. Wonderful. And of course, any of those you want to do again, you can go back and do it. If you want to pause it and see if you can go even faster than what I was doing, go ahead. We'll end with just one more vocal warm up. I think since we're doing so much with our writing voice, it's nice to warm up our physical voice as well. So go ahead, put your hand on your belly and go ha. Ha. This is my belly voice. Move up, put your hand on your chest, rub your chest, maybe pat it a little bit and go ha. Ha. This is my chest voice. Nice. Now, come up here and kind of like rub your nose a little bit and go ha. Ha. This is my nasal voice. All right, and then you adjust this a little bit. Just like kind of gently rub the top of your forehead, top of your head and go, ha. Ha. This is my head voice. Nice. Let's do, so we're gonna, sometimes we call this a vocal tree. We're gonna take it down and then up together and just follow along with me. This is my head voice. This is my nasal voice. This is my chest voice. This is my belly voice. And then right back up. This is my belly voice. This is my chest voice. This is my nasal voice. This is my head voice. Nice. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for trying all of that on. I hope you're feeling nice and warm so we can go into our game. And for this game, Miss Anna, are you available to play with us today?
I am.
Oh, good. I thought that our learners were just going to be stuck with me.
Nope.
So everybody, we're going to play a game that, no, you all have reinforcements. So this game goes by a couple different names. What I'm going to call it today is Change the Channel, kind of like maybe a YouTube channel or a streaming channel or a television channel. So you are going to get a prompt for a genre of a channel, like a show that someone might have. Genre being a word that describes like kind of like the type of art that someone is making or like the category of it. And so when you get that prompt, then you get to improvise as though you were the host or just part of that channel. Kind of like if if someone just clicked over onto another link or, changed to a different video of a different kind of show, then just what would it look like? And you can, so I will invite you, and we'll of course do a couple of examples. We'll invite you to do whatever you can do from your actor toolbox to bring that to life. We know that we have tableaus, so maybe you just want to do some still images. We know that we have pantomime. Maybe you want to act it out silently, but also this is a game where you can challenge yourself to improvise. We'll call it dialogue, but actually what you might be doing is monologuing, which we will come back to later in our writing exercise. A monologue being any kind of speech that a character is giving just alone by themselves. Dialogue is when they're speaking to someone else. But in any case, you could choose to, whatever you think would be seeing, you can, on that channel, you can act it out with words, improvise a pantomime, improvise a tableau, and we'll just keep going. And again, it's first thought, best thought. If we say a genre of a channel and you're kind of like, wait, I don't know what that is, make it up. You get to decide. You're not getting graded on this. So Miss Anna is gonna play along with us for a couple rounds so that we kind of have some examples of what that is. And, then we'll do this for a while. And again, the point is to have fun. Miss Anna, do you feel ready? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Amazing. All right. So first channel we want to see is a cooking channel. Go.
Welcome to my cooking show where I am going to be making French toast today. But because I don't eat eggs, I'm going to show you how to make French toast without eggs.
And then I'll clap. And then that'll be kind of like pausing the channel and give you a couple of snaps, a couple of claps. That was wonderful, right? And then we're just going to keep going to the next thing. And just to say, you all, when we do this, no, actually, I'm not going to explain that. We're going to keep going. All right, next thing we want to see, y'all, this is live. Well, it's live and we're recording it. The next thing that we want to see for this game is a nature channel. So go.
Hello, I am coming to you live from a meadow where I have been watching for the wild groundhog. And I'm hoping that if I keep watching, the groundhog is going to come up out of its hole and say, "It's spring." Oh, do you think I scared the groundhog? Do you think it's not going to come out anymore? Oh, gosh.
Now clap to pause the channel. And I gotta give some snaps and some claps. That was super fun. Let's do one more as an example together, Miss Anna. Ooh, okay. Next, I want to see a cartoon channel. Go.
Ooh. What kind of cartoon? Cartoon channel. Okay, best thought. Oh, hi, I live in a shoe and I'm really sick of how bad it smells. Here comes my neighbor who lives in a sandal. I'm really jealous of the sandal they live in because they get so much fresh air.
And I'll pause it there and give you some claps and snaps. Oh, I am so glad that we did that as an example for a couple reasons. One, y'all at home, did you notice actually across these different ones that Miss Anna used her voice in different ways for each of these, like especially for the cartoon one. That's one of the fun things about cartoons is voice actors. They decide these characters sound all kinds of ways. So she got really creative that way. And two, yeah, like you might have that reaction of, wait, what exactly? And that is okay. That happens to adults when we're playing too. Anything that you want to say about that, Miss Anna? Because you did great. Thank you for those fantastic examples.
I think it's obvious what types of shows I watch and what types of shows I don't watch. And that could happen for you at home too. You may,
Yeah, definitely. And I hope, like I'm noticing, as we're doing this, I'm smiling, Miss Anna is smiling. The point of this is to have fun. And so, you can be as silly, as creative as you want to be. So we'll do a couple of examples now where you will give you at home a prompt, and then we'll give some space for you to, do your thing. I would suggest that after you hear the prompt, maybe want to pause the video and, improv, go until you feel like, okay, I feel like I've explored, I've played in this as much as I want to. Then press play. We'll give you your snaps, and then we will go to the next one so that you have an opportunity to play with different genres of performance of shows. Yeah, I think that's all we want to do. So friends at home, start yourself in actor neutral. Take a deep breath in, let it out. Shake out any little nerves that might come up around, like, oh, I have to improvise. That's okay. It's free. Take one more breath in and out. And then we would like to see a news channel. Go. All right. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, go ahead. Reset yourself to actor neutral. Let's see an anime channel. Go. Amazing. Yes. Fantastic. All right, let's see an action adventure channel. Go. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, next. And remember, each time, reset yourself, get yourself back into actor neutral. Now we want to see like a scary channel. Go. That was terrifying. That was truly terrifying. Whew. Fantastic job improvising. All right, go ahead and reset. Now show us the sci-fi channel, or like, let me, a science fiction or fantasy channel, let me say. Okay, go. I love your creativity. Fantastic. All right, last one. That one was our penultimate one, I should have said. But now our final one for now. Show us a comedy channel. Go. Fantastic. I hope now give yourself, clap for yourself also. Maybe give yourself little massage, little pat on the back. Thank you for trying all of that on. We love your creativity over here at Quinn Street Project. All right, so now we are going to move on to our writing exercise for today, which is, I gave a little bit preview of it earlier, is writing a monologue. And so a monologue, again, is any speech that a single character gives in a play. And sometimes they reveal kind of what a character's thinking inside that maybe they wouldn't necessarily say out loud, but because it's theater, they're going to say it out loud, and we get to hear like what are their private hidden thoughts. But it could also be something that that they do say out loud around other people, and that's actually what we're going to play with today. I'm going to go and share my screen. Actually, before that, do you all remember the check-in question that we had, where I asked you to think about if you were going to give yourself an award for anything, what would it be? Well, the monologues that we're going to be writing are future award acceptance speech monologues. So you can, your topic for it can be what you thought of earlier, or you can pick something different. But that's what Miss Anna and I are going to co-write first as an example. And then you will have an opportunity to do that together as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, fantastic. So on here, we have a couple of like sentence starters that you can use to structure your award acceptance speech monologue. And so I guess the first thing we should decide, Miss Anna, is do we want to write like a more serious monologue about an award that we maybe like realistically, like in our wildest dreams, we would really like to win this? Or another option could be to make it kind of more silly and funny and to think of an award that, I mean, maybe this would be given, but, maybe is a little bit like less serious, like probably, it isn't something that you're going to see given on the Oscars or at the Nobel Prize or anything like that. Which are you feeling, more serious or silly today?
I want to meet you in the middle and suggest an award that doesn't exist but would mean a lot to both of us, which is Best Drama Teacher Award.
Oh my goodness. That sounds really, really fun. So let's go ahead and do that. So y'all, you're gonna see me and Miss Anna use these sentence starters to again improvise a monologue. And let's keep it just for now singular. So we're like, I guess, imagining ourselves combined as one drama teacher. And here is an example of that. So we can even be, the first line that we have here is, I'm so honored to accept this award for, and I heard you say best drama teacher. Do we want to think of like 2025, maybe set it in the future, or like of the Bay Area, of the whole world, like any other like, sauce or sprinkles you want to put on that?
I'm gonna say that we're the best drama teacher in California.
Teacher in California, and I want to say in let's just say 2025.
I love it.
Fantastic. So the next thing that we can fill in is so we have the sentence, this honor means so much to me because, and now we have an opportunity to to flesh out this monologue. What might we want to say next?
Well, for me personally, if I won this award, it would mean so much to me because I've worked very hard and for a very long time to be the best drama teacher that I can be for my students.
I think I got that here. I worked very hard and for a very long time to be the best drama teacher that I could be for my students. And if we wanted to, friends at home, we could, eat any of these sentence starters. You can write as much as you're inspired to, or you could just write a little bit. Let's keep going.
Miss Tierra, do you want to add a second sentence to that answer?
Yeah, for sure. Also to show the example that, we can do a little or we can do a lot. I think that maybe I'll put theater is an important tool for telling stories that matter to us and that can help change the world. And I can think of nothing more valuable than
Sharing.
I'll say like, let's go with sharing. Thank you. Then sharing the chance to make theater with young people.
Now we really are combined into one drama teacher.
I love that. Okay, great. And now our next sentence starter is, I want to thank. We know when if you all have heard people giving acceptance speeches for like the Golden Globes or the Oscars or like various things, oftentimes they'll thank people. So who do we want to thank? Oh, I have an idea to start. I said, I want to thank my drama teachers from kindergarten to elementary school to high school to college for helping me express myself through theater.
And I want to thank my family for being supportive of my passions.
Fantastic. And again, you know, when you all are writing, you know, your monologues, it can be as long or as short as you would like. I think it, you know, thanking people and expressing gratitude, you know, is good for everyone. That's a good way to make yourself feel good too. Let's go to the next sentence starter, which is, it wasn't always easy getting to this day. I had to overcome ... And overcome, for friends at home, in case you have a question about that word, to overcome something means that there was a challenge, there was something in your way of your goal, but you found a way to still achieve what you want to achieve anyway. You overcame that obstacle. Like, you see me doing this thing of like coming over that, or whatever that challenge was, to keep going towards your goal. So, okay, what should we put here?
Well, personally, I had to overcome my own negative thoughts and my own insecurities.
Thank you for sharing that, Miss Anna. And friends at home, that word insecurity, in case you have a question about that, is, you know, sometimes we might get like a little like voice in our head, or like a feeling that's like, oh, maybe you thought that you wanted to try painting, or you wanted to like raise your hand and answer a question in school, or just in any way, just various things we want to do, but maybe you have a little feeling or a little voice that's like, you shouldn't do that. What you have to say isn't a good idea. You know, your paintings wouldn't be very good. Like, kind of like the other thing in the sentence is kind of those negative thoughts where we don't feel like we deserve to try. That's a way to think about that word insecurity, in case you have a question about it. So yeah, so I had to come my own negative thoughts and insecurities. You know, what's another like thing we can do here? I also had to keep trying, even when I had moments where I felt like I wasn't being the best teacher I could. I had to give myself time to learn. All right. So our next sentence starter is, I dedicate this award to. So who do we want to dedicate it to?
Well, I want to dedicate it to all of my students over the decade that I've been teaching. More than that, wait a minute. The more than, however you want to write that, Miss Tierra.
I'll say over the decade or more
yes.
that I have been teaching. I'll put, you all inspire me with your creativity, and I know you are all going to change the world in your own unique ways for the better. And then finally,
can I add, Miss
go
Tierra?
ahead. Yes, absolutely.
Some of my former students already are changing the world, and it's very exciting to see.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Which is why this award should exist.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's make it. Okay, so then our last sentence starter, kind of a way to bring this monologue home, is my message to the world is. So for folks at home, yeah, thinking about, whatever the award that you want to write about, if you have received this and you have an opportunity, imagine there's a ceremony, there's different people there, maybe there's your family, maybe there's, people in political office listening to you, maybe there's media like journalists listening to you who are going to write a story about this award. You have the ear of a lot of people. So what would you want to take that opportunity to tell people, to make an impact on the world besides the award that you got? That's kind of what this section is about. So what do we want our message to the world to be? I think I would put, oh, I want it to be in the same font. So hold on, everybody. Is everyone should have the opportunity to share their stories and be heard and use their imagination. So I think every school should have the same access to quality arts education. Exclamation point.
I mean, I agree with that. Ooh, I would add, my message to the world is everyone should have the opportunity to share their stories and be heard and use their imagination. And I was going to add, to the learners out there who do not have arts education, I'm trying to, how do I want to say this, Miss Tierra? Demand it. That's what I want to say. Write letters.
Yeah, why don't we say, demand it. Ask your grown-ups to help you write letters to
your local school board.
To your local school board, to your representatives in government,
or even just to your teachers and principals.
Or even just to your teachers and principals. Maybe the last thing I'll say is, or actually, you know what? I think, we can keep going. That's like the fun thing, friends at home with this is, yeah, you can go, like, you can make this whatever you want to be. Maybe just because we're doing an example, I think that that's a good place to end, unless there's kind of like maybe one more kind of sentiment that that we want to put here.
I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say, except for maybe like, what's something we say in our drama classes, Miss Tierra, that would be work together or listen to each other, some sort of cool thing that we,
I'll say work together and listen to each other. We are so excited to see what you make.
Heck yeah.
And then you all, Miss Anna, we just wrote a monologue. Let's give ourselves some snaps for that, and a high five. Yeah, high five through the screen. Beautiful. And now that we just wrote this, I wonder if you wouldn't mind, giving a try at performing this with the direction of, maybe you can imagine that you are, in a beautiful auditorium on a stage with like beautiful lights. You know, you're wearing an outfit that you really love. And in the audience, there are students. Maybe this is an award that students got to vote on about, you know, teachers that they cared about, you know, with some of your, with teacher colleagues, with representatives in government, with media. And you know, you are very moved and proud to receive this award. So with that direction, I'd love to hear you read it out loud for us.
Me or at home?
Oh, I would you.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Just
Okay,
so we can
I'm
hear
ready.
it all together. Yeah.
I am so honored to accept this award for Best Drama Teacher in California 2025. This honor means so much to me because I worked very hard and for a very long time to be the best drama teacher that I could be for my students. Theater is an important tool for telling stories that matter to us and that can help change the world. And I can think of nothing more valuable than sharing the chance to make theater with young people. I want to thank my drama teachers from kindergarten to elementary school to high school to college for helping me express myself through theater. I also want to thank my family for being supportive of my passions. It wasn't always easy getting to this day. I had to overcome my own negative thoughts and insecurities. I also had to keep trying, even when I had moments where I felt like I wasn't being the best teacher I could. I had to give myself time to learn. I dedicate this award to all of my students over the decade or more that I have been teaching. You all inspire me with your creativity, and I know you are all going to change the world in your own unique ways for the better. My message to the world is everyone should have the opportunity to share their stories and be heard and use their imagination. Every school should have the same access to quality arts education. To the learners out there who don't have arts education, demand it. Ask your grown-ups to help you write letters to your local school board, to your representatives in government, or even just to your teachers and principals. Work together and listen together. We are so excited to see what you make.
And that would be so moving. We can imagine everybody, this gives a beautiful round of applause. And now y'all at home, it is your turn. I am going to, I'm gonna copy this so that we have a copy of that. But you're gonna have on the screen here, these sentence starters. And you can use them as inspiration to structure your monologue. If you decide that you don't want to use any of them, or you only want to use one or two, or you want to use them in whatever order, that's all good. Do whatever you want. It's your monologue. But give yourself the opportunity to imagine yourself in the future. And, you know, just like I said to Miss Anna, in like a beautiful auditorium with lots of people wearing, you know, something you feel good about, with lights on, you know, beautiful stage lights on you, you know, accepting this award. We're going to play some music to give you some time and then get to hear you share at the end. So let's go. gonna get just about 1 more minute. If you all want more time, you can just pause the video and keep on writing, but we'll see you all back in about a minute. All right, everybody. We are back together. Ooh, I gotta make sure the music's still not playing on my end. And again, so, if you need more time to write your monologue, amazing. Pause, take that time, meet us back, because now we want to have you share it, perform it. So, again, get yourself in an actor neutral, sat or standing. Take a deep breath in. Imagine yourself in the clothes you would want to wear. Feel the lights from the stage on you. See the people you care about in the crowd proud of you for this award, whether it's silly or serious, and go share it with us. And you can pause the video and then share it, let's say, and then press play when you're done, to be clear.
Oh, wait, Miss Tierra, can we give
Yeah.
them like a really good listening face for them to pause on?
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, everybody. All right. We'll so go ahead, pause the video and perform. Oh my goodness. I was so moved. Miss Anna, do you have any feedback for our performer/award winner?
I am so proud that they were so creative and imaginative with their monologue and their award acceptance speech. And I am thrilled that they took a chance and wrote it.
Me too. And we really do want to hear what you wrote and what you performed. So if you want to share it with us, ask a grown-up to help you send either, just the written monologue or maybe even a video of you performing it. We want to see it. And y'all, now we're going to move to the penultimate exercise of our class. Sorry, I just love that word. Penultimate means the second to last. And that is our checkout. So for our checkout today, let's do a movement that just expresses how we're feeling right now. Miss Anna, would you please go first?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, you at home, you're next. All right, I think mine is. Yeah. All right, let's take our closing breaths. Go ahead and find yourself in actor neutral. You can rest your eyes on a spot in front of you. You can close them or you can keep them on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and close mine. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Fill up our belly and out. Deep breath in through our nose. And out. That was our penultimate breath. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Last one. Deep breath in through our nose. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, and out. All right. See you next time. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. Be creative. Bye.